all this manual labor.
What was that?
No shopping for miles. Not even a convenience store.
They're gonna come for me.
I heard there's some monsters in the pit.
It has to be in the refuge somewhere. It can't just grow legs and wander off.
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior relationship? So this is a refuge ruled by nepotism, is it?
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The High is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her. Oh, don't tell people about that. You'll scare away the customers.
A nightclub. Here, in the rural mountains of West Virginia.
From what I've seen, you hippies could really use the excitement.
Oh dear. I don't even know where to begin with correcting you. In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Of course I didn't have to. We're all free people, aren't we? I take it upon myself to answer a pain in the ass with a full-body Charlie horse. At a minimum. Honestly, do you not stick up for yourself? Oh, you were you? And what was I supposed to do? Just leave my daughter's fate in the hands of some stranger hundreds of miles away? For all I know, you might throw back the blood at your first opportunity. Then you'll find yourself splayed out naked on the boardwalk 2 days later, choking on your own vomit. I suppose the showman would dispose of you before letting you bare your cheeks on their turf. And then where would that leave me? And Abigail? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful flight.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and It's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work, and no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient. That devil almost got me too! Oh, good thing I fled to the mountains!
Check in with
They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. You did?
Oh, brother. Don't encourage these delusions.
We're lucky to be alive. It had so much evil intent. I still feel its effects. Don't you? At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the skies.
Management will be pleased to hear of all the activity here.
Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city, people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh! The best vet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
Personal space mean anything.
Payday's become a myth round here since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books. Stay clear of the barracks. Ain't nothing there but demons that haven't showered since the bombs.
Every day I see more of the Barons in the city. You'd think the Munis would hire a gardener.
No entry. The High Rollers Lounge has an exclusive entry policy. You're not on the list.
Good self tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation around here.
You mean to tell me that other guy wasn't Stan's chaperone? You better get in there quick. I think there's a game going already. Sorry for the confusion earlier.
How come the Munis need so much money? What? You gotta pay the electricity?
Royal
and cut or
flush
something?
again? You must have the angels on your side, my friend.
You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing you. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck.
Oh, come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know, what I love most about you, Stan, how much faith you put in your friends.
Ah, this is ludicrous.
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? Now you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
Here comes an interruption.
Buttercup. That name will be the death of me.
You looking at something?
How come the Munis need so much money?
You heard of me.
Pay the electricity
Well,
cut or something?
as a matter of fact, I am Stanley Soriano. Proud father, handler of official business, an avid patron of this fine establishment. How can I help you? Whoa there! Now I can hook you up with all kinds of camps. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camp?
I caught Sal tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation around here.
Payday's become a myth round here since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books.
Let me tell you, Payday has become a myth round here since...
Well, absolutely. That I do, that I do. Stan's been given an important job here, managing this stuff. And I think you deserve a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first, you'll have to prove yourself trustworthy. Provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zaid stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again. Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to Zaid. Once you've got an opportunity, it's up to you how you want to deal with him. I'll meet you outside after the show. Don't disappoint me. Capiche? Are you supposed to be...
Why those Munies want to stay in their gross little hovels beyond me?
How come the Munies need so much money? What, you gotta pay the elect...
Do to cop a taste of devil's blood. Not rich or famous.
So much rehearsal.
Think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show. Move to Atlantic City? Or are you looking at the course?
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations. And you will not be disappointed. Please head straight inside to the stage and take care not to enter restricted areas. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait. Please enjoy the show.
Oversized, not the shoe!
Waiting around will be the death of me.
I just can't wait to make everyone laugh!
just minds in a soundless world.
Dibbles! Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now, before our audience turns rabid. They must...
Waiting around will be the death of me.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy!
You have satiated my appetite.
Aim for the face!
A good one.
Aim for the face!
Scrumptious.
A good one.
And now, for a classic trick with an explosive twist. Watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades!
You know
we'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our Star Clown!
You? What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Of course that would bring you here, of all places. You weren't supposed to know about all this. There's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That's stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise, let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Family. I used to know what that meant once. Nothing ever turns out quite how you imagine it. But I suppose that's no reason to stop trying, is it? It never stopped me in showbiz.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zaid wears a protective vest underneath his costume. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zaid and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume, the layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, I fooled myself. They all see it. Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone! I'll twist your neck like a balloon!
Distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourselves for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished! This is now an open fire venue! Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and join the fun!
Dragon One, this was
No! I'm gonna tickle you! All time me! Ready to go out.
I heard the news. Showman are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised. A taste of the devil himself. Nah, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
Must have
Tell
done
me you have the
something.
dose.
Where did I screw up?
You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Ven? Mom. And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh, right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him? Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually